All right, let's see what's going on. I wanted to catch this before I got too far gone to let you see what's happening. I'm trying to perfect my veggie burgers. They be tasting good, but I haven't gotten the meaty bite of like you're biting into meat texture. You know, they come out a little mushy, this and that, but I want to get a bite, meaty taste, texture. So what I've done so far is I drained and rinsed black beans, and right now I am using cans, and I sauteed onions and bell pepper and garlic. I sauteed them, and I cooked some quinoa. I have quinoa in here, and I guess you could use something that we're going to use to make it stick together. I want it to stick together and not fall apart, things like that. So I will be using breadcrumbs. Let's see, where are my breadcrumbs? No, that's not it. Okay, I will be using breadcrumbs, and I have a mixture of breadcrumbs. These breadcrumbs are also mixed with something else that I done combined. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Fish fry cornmeal. I mixed it. You know, I blended them. But I'm going to use this. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my eye down. Cut my eye down. Because normally I grill my burgers, but I'm going to fry them. I'm going to try frying them this time. So to make my burgers feel like a meaty texture, I'm adding mushrooms and hearts of palm. Hearts of palm are starting to be a favorite for me in the kitchen for substitute of eggs and soups, many different things. But I'm going to add this hearts of palm along with mushrooms because I'm trying to make it that meaty texture. I want it to be a meaty texture. So, yes, that's what I'm looking for, a meaty texture. And once I get this, I'm trying not to mush it because I don't want to bite into a mushy burger. I want it to have a substance of chewy, you know, like a burger. So, and you put in your own flavors, your own seasonings. And to be honest with you, I put in the gravy from my best boiled peanuts in the world. I sold peanuts. I made a living from selling boiled peanuts for 3 or 4 years. And people around Tampa, Florida really are familiar with the best boiled peanuts in the world. I'm used to be and still is in my heart the peanut lady for my community. But I use some of the gravy to season it, to make the seasoning for my, I didn't put in any salt. I didn't put in any pepper or other seasonings out of my cabinet. I just used the gravy from my best boiled peanuts in the world. And you could put your own seasonings, your own, if you want to use gravy as a seasoning, as I did, you know, that would be great as well for yourself as well. Now, I'm going to put in some breadcrumbs. And again, I blended some fish fry. I had a little bit of fish fry along with my breadcrumbs. So I hope this cornmeal don't mess up my, oh well, I'm testing. I'm on the job training here. I'm experimenting. I love experimenting in the kitchen. And I'm trying not to mush up the burgers so much, the mixture. I'm trying not to grind it up so much where it becomes mushy. But again, I have hearts of palm, mushrooms, black beans, drained and rinsed, and bell pepper, onions, sauteed. Also something so it could be able to hold together, you know, as a burger. Well, breadcrumbs. You want to add breadcrumbs. Okay, so this seems like it still may be a little too juicy. So I'm going to add more breadcrumbs. And I'm not too fond of having all of this breadcrumbs in my stuff either. I ain't too fond of that. I don't do too much. Oh, and quinoa is in here. You may want to use rice or something. You may not even use anything. You may just use your flour or breadcrumbs to make it stick together. But I put quinoa in mine. It's starting to look like it may want to stick together. Let me get a bigger spoon. And okay, that's better. And I don't know what this is going to turn out like if I drop this in a frying pan. But normally I smoke mine on the grill because I like that oak wood smoked flavor to my meals. I'm a big fan of grilling on the grill. So let's see. Hold on one second and let me see what this burger is going to... the consistency of the burger is going to feel like. I thought about putting banana peeling in it as well, but I didn't go that far. So let's see. Can you see it? All right, let's see what this consistency of the burger will feel like. If I need to add more. It still feels a little wet, but feels good. You can see it. It's staying together very good. It's staying together very good. I like that. So, gosh, do I want to put more? Oh, I don't like that. But right now, oh, you know what I could have put in there? Oatmeal, some oats. I could have put oats in there instead of all of this breadcrumbs and cornmeal fish fry. I could have put oats. Oh, so next time, instead of maybe to be more healthier, add the oats instead of all the breadcrumbs and cornmeal or whatever. So again, I'll do that next time because that I don't like the idea of all the cornmeal and bread. I don't do starches too much like that. But let me feel the texture. I think that's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get a little oil on the frying pan hot, and then I'll come back and let you see what's going on. But again, it seems like it's going to stick together pretty good. You know, when I make up my burger, it seems like it'll be put together pretty good. So let me get the grease hot. Let me put a little grease in the pan. And I don't want all that grease either. That's why I grill, because I don't want to be using all of the grease. So let me let that get hot and make up a few burgers. Let's see here. Let's put this back. And let me make up a few burgers. I'm only going to make 2 right now because I don't know what it may do in the frying pan. It may, I hope it don't. This last time I tried frying, it's like everything separated right in the grease. It's like, Everything just melted right in the grease. But this feels like it may stay together, and we'll find out together. Wow. So right now I'm just going to make up 2 burgers. And I think the grease may be hot enough. Let's go see. Let's see. Oh, let me turn it down. Turn it down. This stove cooks so fast. Wow. Ugh, too hot, too hot. And I don't like the idea of all this grease and all of this breadcrumb mess in my food. And you know what? It may be still too wet. It may be too wet. This may be too wet. Let's see something here. This may be too wet. And I think that's still too hot. All right, let's hold off. Let's see what we're gonna have, what's gonna happen here. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I hope it don't start breaking all apart, but let's see if it holds together. I don't want it to cook too fast. So again, on the job training, I ain't never been scared. Oh boy. But we'll find out together. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this, and by the time I get ready to flip it, I'll let you see what's going on. Just thought I'll let you see the progress so far. I haven't turned them over yet, and they're smelling very good. I love the smell of onions, bell pepper, garlic. You could seem like you're doing something big time in the kitchen when you got onions and bell pepper, garlic, sauteing, smelling up the kitchen. Smelling like a professional, a chef. But again, I'm not sure if I'm ready to turn them over yet, so I'll check back with you in a sec. Okay, wow, I had to run and catch the mail lady, and thank goodness I did catch her. But one thing I'm like seeing, my oil is still staying in the pan. It's not, the burger is not absorbing all of that oil. I like to see that. You know, I don't want whatever I put in there to be soaking up so much oil. But hold on a sec, let me wash my hands. Whew. And as a matter of fact, this is a mixture of dishwashing liquid and some caps of bleach. That's my own mixture that I use to wash my hands. Bleach water and a tap of dishwashing liquid. But okay, so here we go. We're going to test the turning it over. And I don't think it's ready. I don't think it's ready. Do I need to turn my stove up a little higher? No, I don't think I want to turn it up higher. I don't want to turn it up higher. I'm just going to let it do what it's going to do. Still feel like it wants to stay together, but it seems like it's only done. It hasn't gotten cooked, you know, at least halfway through. Need to let it cooking more till it reach, you know, get up to the top a little bit. Because right now it feels like it's not cooking at least halfway through the burger before I turn it over. But again, I do like the idea that all of that oil is still in the pan, not soaking up. You know, not soaking up in the burgers. I like that. Okay. So I guess I'll come back to it. It's not ready to turn over yet. I'm still not wanting to turn it over yet. I don't know. Yeah, I hope it's not burning on the other side. I hope it don't look dark black on the other side of the burger. But I assume it's taking a while to cook through the burger because I have that cornmeal and them breadcrumbs and the quinoa. You know, it still may have that wetty, mushy in the middle, so it needs to cook halfway through the burger before I flip it. So it looks like it's sticking together pretty good. You know, the burger seems to be holding up pretty good by staying together. I don't want to flip it because it still feels very soft. So, but it's staying together. I like that. It is staying together. And I do have a lot of the oil, but I assume by the time I get ready to turn it over, I'm going to have to add more. I may not have to. The pan should be still oily enough. But let's just hold on a little bit longer. Patience, patience, patience. But I'm hoping it's not going to be burning on the bottom. So, but let's see real quick. I think we could, ooh, it's staying together. I think we can wait a little bit, afford to wait a little bit longer. All right, okay, be back. Okay, enough is enough. I'm gonna turn these bad boys over and I'm doing this on camera and woo, yay, it stayed together, it stayed together. And again, that's basically the breadcrumbs is what I use for the devil crab as well. So they stayed together. That was beautiful. So I'm not going to put any more grease in my pan. I'm just going to let these cook through from the others from that side on this side. And I'm impressed. My thing is hoping it stays together. And when I bite into it, there's a fleshy, meaty texture. You know, that's the reason I put the hearts of palm and mushrooms in there. Because before, when I just used the black beans and the quinoa or your whatever you're using it for to stick together, flour or cornmeal or breadcrumbs or whatever you're using, that still made it mushy. I wanted a texture, meaty texture, fleshy bite. So, and I'm going to be using tomatoes and some vegan cheese because I don't have any lettuce or spinach to use for a sandwich or something, and also because I'm using so much breadcrumbs and cornmeal in the burger, I don't need bread anyway. So what I'm going to be doing is using the tomato and vegan cheese for my burger as my side with it, to go for the sides. Yep, that's what I'm going to use. And I don't need any more onions and bell pepper because I have plenty of that in the burger itself. There's plenty of onions and bell pepper, so I don't need to add any more of that. And staying together pretty well. Now, one thing I did taste the burger itself. It does need more salt, more flavor. So as you're making your mixture, add your seasonings to get you your mouth-watering bang of a flavor. You know, so make sure you add your seasonings to bring out your flavor in your burger. And this does need more seasoning, but I'm going to be okay with it because I just I'm okay with it. I'll probably just add some more salt to it. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more salt to my burger because my seasoning again was my gravy. So that's a very good idea if you want to add a gravy, a gravy that has seasoning in it. Add that to it. You know, be creative. There are no rules. You make a mistake, turn it into something else. It's still gonna be edible as something else. But I'm impressed with the burgers so far. They're staying together very good. I like that. It's staying together very good. And again, I used black beans, drained and rinsed. And I used quinoa. This is my quinoa I cooked. You cook quinoa just like you would rice. As much rice as you have. And you do grits the same way. Grits, rice, quinoa. As much layer of rice or grits or quinoa, you add the same amount of water on top. And you keep it boiling until it starts bubbling up through the top. And then you turn it down to simmer. And make sure, you keep your eye on it that it's not burning. And you just let it simmer. Turn your eye down and let it simmer the rest of the way until it fluffs up. This could be a little more fluffier, but I assume it will fluff up as it's cooking in the burger. That's why I didn't let it get as fluffy. But yeah, I don't eat rice, so I use quinoa, or you can have your brown rice, black rice, whatever. But yes, black beans, hearts of palm, mushroom, and quinoa, and you can replace that with rice, or if you don't even have to have that, you can add your flour or breadcrumbs, something to make it stick together. Get creative, make it stick together. And your own seasonings, your own flavors, onions, bell pepper, garlic. Bell pepper, onions, garlic, those are necessities almost for every meal. Whether you're making soups, salads, burgers, beans, meat, you use bell pepper, onion, garlic. That will bring out the taste, flavor in almost every dish. So I hope everyone is doing okay. And remember to let's eat healthy so we can have strong bodies, strong minds, and, get off of the things that they're serving us in the restaurants, fast food restaurants, that's addicting us, because of the dollar. They need you to keep coming, so they're putting things in the foods that is addicting. That's addicting. They need your money. It's not about your health. It's like a vicious cycle. The doctors need you to keep coming, so they're not going to give you the proper diagnosis or proper advice on making your body healthy. They're just going to sugarcoat it and treat the symptoms. They're not going to treat the source of the problem. They're just going to go straight to feeding the symptoms. And if you haven't gotten rid of the sources, it's still going to keep appearing. So it's like a vicious cycle. The food making us sick, and the doctors not making us well either. So we got to learn to take things in our own hands regarding our health. We got to take it in our own hands. Take your life back. Get off of their drugs, whether it's in the food or whether it's coming from behind a prescription. And street drugs as well. But yes, let's get off. Let's detach. Let's detox. Let's get ourselves lives back. Seems like I'm almost making the devil crabs again. Oh boy. But I tell you what I'm going to do when I feel like it's kind of done all the way through, I'm going to drop my cheese on top of it. And I may drop the the tomatoes as well on top. Yeah. So again, have fun in the kitchen. Experiment in the kitchen. I think we've become professional eaters. Let's become professional cookers of our own food. Let's learn how to grow our food. Prepare our food straight from our yards. One of these days I will be growing my own beans, my own bell peppers, my own onions, my own tomatoes. I will be growing my own food, and I look forward to that day. I look forward to that day. For the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down, and I'm going to put tomatoes on top of the burger. This is just for the sake of the video. And now the cheese may take a while to, but I know what I could do in that place. I'll put a lid on top. Okay, let me get a lid. I don't know this. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so yeah, again, I don't have lettuce or bread to make a sandwich, and plus I don't need bread anyway because I've already put so much cornmeal and breadcrumbs in the burger as is. So I don't need the bread. I'll just eat it like that, open sandwich. I wish I did have lettuce because I could, like I said, eat an open sandwich without the bread. Just the lettuce and tomatoes and cucumber. I do have cucumber, but I don't want that right now. Okay, so let the cheese melt a little bit longer in here. And let my cheese melt. Now, if I were to make a double stack burger, put one burger on top of the other. I told you, if you get creative, get creative. There's nothing wrong. Get creative. Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong. Get creative. Now, I'm waiting on my cheese to melt. And by it sitting on top of these cold tomatoes, that was a mistake as well. But let's see. I'm trying to get the cheese to melt and my burger should be done. And I'll be right back once I get ready to take it off, okay? Okay, this looks like it may be a little bit much going on in this pan. But let's see what's happening here. I'm going to go ahead, turn my stove off, and the mozzarella vegan cheese has melted, and I hope it didn't get too burnt up under there, but it looks okay. It looks okay. Take that off of the stove, off the eye, that's off. And to tell you the truth, I'm not very familiar with the vegan mayonnaise. This is my first time buying it, but I am impressed. It does taste like real mayonnaise. I mean, you know, it's very good. It's very good. So it's a vegan Hellmann's mayonnaise, and it is flavorful. So what I'm going to do, and I did cut me up a little more pickles, some pickles, tomatoes, and the mozzarella cheese. So this is what I'm putting on my burger. And let's get the pickles. I know this may be a little bit much for some folks, but you know, to give you an incentive, to give you some motivation to start, let's cooking our own food. And let's try the Hellmann's mayonnaise. Okay, and if you wanted to add your ketchup or your mustard, you can do that, but I think I'm going to be okay with just the mayonnaise. And again, put my pickles, eat all my pickles. So, get creative, get inventive, and let's see what it's going to taste like. Let me clean off my area. One moment. Let me clean off my area and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see what's going on here. This is vegan burger my way. And I have black beans, hearts of palm, mushrooms, bell pepper, onion, garlic, sauteed. The black beans, remember to strain and rinse. Quinoa, cooked quinoa, or you can add your flour or breadcrumbs, something that will make the burger stick together. I use breadcrumbs that I did on my own and blended with some fish fry. So I was just trying to save space and blend it in one container, breadcrumbs along with fish fry. So that was what I used to make the burger stick together. And and this is vegan cheese, vegan cheese, as well as vegan mayonnaise. What other ingredients? But let's see what it's looking like on the inside. Let me see here. Make sure that's set. Okay, hold on. Let's see what it's going to look like on the inside. Okay, let's see. I need my glasses on. One moment. So I can see what's going down up in here. What's going on up in there. But, let's see. It looks like, well, let me see. This is very good, guys. It is so very good. But now, whether